Stop right now and look at your dog. I am actually serious. Take a really good look at them because what we are about to explore will completely change how you view their everyday habits. If your dog has ever done something that left you completely confused, you're not alone, and there is actually a profound reason behind it. You might think that a perfect dog is always quiet, constantly alert, and perfectly behaved at all times. But the truth is, you might have it completely backward. In the wild, their ancestors had to stay absolutely silent to survive, constantly hiding any weaknesses from predators and masking their true feelings to stay safe in a harsh environment. But that pup lounging on your rug right now? They have completely abandoned those intense survival instincts. If you are watching this and you truly consider your dog a member of the family, drop a 9 in the comments so we know we are not alone on this journey as pet parents. And just a quick note, this video is shaped by AI to share some of the most fascinating insights into dog behavior. So let us dive into the very first sign that proves your buddy has traded their wild instincts for their absolute best life, starting with something you probably hear every single night. Have you ever wondered why your French bulldog snores like a broken tractor when they sleep? Sound familiar? Especially when you are just trying to relax and watch a movie on the couch? To understand why your dog does this, let us take a quick look at what is happening inside their brain. From a survival perspective, making noise while sleeping is basically a death sentence in the wild, because an animal that snores loudly would immediately attract predators, so they evolved to sleep very lightly and silently, always keeping one ear open for danger. But when your dog is sawing logs loud enough to shake the living room windows, they are essentially telling you that they feel 100% safe in your presence. Those loud snores happen because the muscles in their throat completely relax during deep sleep, which only occurs when stress hormones are practically non-existent. They know that you are the one watching the perimeter, and they trust you to keep the house perfectly safe so they can check out completely and get some real rest. That noise is not an unwanted behavior or daily annoyance. It is actually the beautiful soundtrack of a stress-free life. And that absolute trust does not just stop at sound. It shows up in some of the most ridiculous sleeping positions imaginable. Picture your golden retriever sprawled out on their back in the middle of the room, all 4 legs sticking straight up in the air like a dead bug, with their head tilted at a crazy angle. Biologically speaking, the soft belly and the throat are the absolute most vulnerable parts of their body. And a dog experiencing a stress response will almost always sleep tightly curled into a ball to protect their vital organs from any potential harm. To willingly expose their absolute weakest spots while totally unconscious requires a complete and utter absence of fear, broadcasting to the world that there is absolutely zero threat in your home. By the way, what state or country are you watching from right now? And does your dog ever sleep in this goofy belly-up pose? Let me know in the comments below, and please hit that like and share button to spread this positive energy to other pet parents. When they finally wake up from that vulnerable deep sleep, you might see another behavior that totally goes against traditional expectations of what makes a good pet. We often think a well-behaved dog never steps out of line, but a dog living a truly full life might just become a bit of a thief every now and then. I am talking about that time they snatched a piece of cheese right off the kitchen counter, casually walked away with your favorite sock, or grabbed a shoe when you were not looking. Before you get frustrated and think you need to set stricter boundaries immediately, research suggests there is a fascinating psychological reason for this funny habit. A fearful or highly anxious dog would never dare to take resources because they are terrified of the consequences and live in a constant state of worry. But a dog that boldly steals that sock is a dog that feels like a full-fledged member of the family, showing a brazen confidence in your relationship and a strong sense of belonging. They know they have a secure place in your home, and they trust that even if you have to gently redirect them, you will never actually stop loving them. This incredible, deep-rooted confidence naturally leads to a very special kind of communication that their wild ancestors rarely used in a playful manner. Let us say you are wrestling with your pup on the living room floor, having a great time, and suddenly, they sneeze right in your face. Do not worry, they're not coming down with a cold, because this is a deliberate, highly evolved social signal known as a play sneeze. In the animal kingdom, baring teeth, jumping, and growling usually means a real fight is about to happen. So how does a socially intelligent dog tell you that they are just playing around and having fun? They use that little sneeze as a brilliant psychological tool to instantly diffuse any tension, basically saying, they are just kidding, and you should not take those mock bites seriously at all. A dog that is constantly on edge or dealing with severe anxiety rarely does this because they are simply too worried about being misunderstood or punished. If your dog sneezes during playtime, it means they feel perfectly safe mock fighting with you because they know you understand their unique language and respect their boundaries. And the way they react to the simplest daily routines is another massive clue about their emotional well-being. Just touch their leash and watch what happens to their entire body. Immediately, their eyes might bulge out, their tongue lolls to the side, and their mouth stretches into this massive, goofy grin that looks like a cartoon character. Whether you are just walking around your quiet neighborhood in Texas or taking a long, exciting stroll through Central Park, their brain is experiencing a massive explosion of dopamine. This pure, unfiltered excitement causes their facial muscles to completely relax, wiping away any trace of tension or worry. An animal that is constantly relying on the fight or flight instinct to survive would never waste their precious energy on this kind of unguided, pure excitement because they have to conserve their focus for real threats. Do you see this happy, goofy face often in your own home? Make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and comment below to let me know what gets your dog the most excited, whether it is a stuffed Kong toy, a bouncy tennis ball, or just hearing the word walk. After those intense, wild bursts of energy, which we often lovingly call the zoomies, a healthy nervous system knows exactly how to regulate itself without any outside help. Dogs with severe anxiety or reactive tendencies simply cannot turn that alert switch off, meaning they struggle to calm down once they get worked up. But your dog might be wildly chewing on a puzzle feeder 1 second, running around the room, and then suddenly their eyes flutter shut and they fall fast asleep with the toy still sitting right there in their mouth. This amazing ability to go from 100 down to 0 in a split second is a clear sign of a beautifully regulated nervous system and a brain that feels entirely at peace. They are completely confident, crashing wherever they happen to be, right in the middle of the action, because they know you are always there to watch over them and keep the environment secure. When the long day finally winds down and the house gets quiet, you will often hear the most iconic, heartwarming sound of pure contentment. While a wild animal would drift off in total silence to listen for approaching danger in the dark, your dog probably circles their cozy bed a few times, flops down heavily, and lets out a long dramatic sigh through their nose. This is not a sign of sadness, frustration, or boredom, even though it sounds like they just worked a long shift. Behaviorists have observed that this heavy sigh is actually a physiological reset button, marking the exact moment their body physically transitions from being alert to resting completely. That big sigh is their way of saying their watch has ended, they are finally home, and they can fully surrender to relaxation. Your dog does not need to be a perfectly guarded survivalist who follows every single rule without question. The beautiful truth is that they happily dropped that ancient hardwired armor for one simple reason, and that amazing reason is you. You have successfully created an environment that is so incredibly safe, warm, and inviting that they feel entirely comfortable snoring loudly, sleeping completely exposed on the floor, and maybe even being a little bit cheeky with your socks from time to time. This does not mean you have done anything wrong when they occasionally act out or forget their manners. It simply means your dog is constantly communicating with you, and you have built a wonderful relationship based on profound mutual trust. You are doing an absolutely amazing job as a loving pet parent, providing them with the exact kind of enrichment and emotional support they genuinely need to thrive. Now, go give your best buddy a long, well-deserved belly rub because they have definitely earned it. And honestly, so have you.